Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this podcast, we will see that how to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. If you want to move your life forward, you must replace the negative aspects of your life with the positive ones. This will show you how to remove negative influences from your life and replace them with positive ones, to improve your morale and productivity. Focus on the positives for success and peak performance. Most of us are unaware of the number of negative influences in our lives. We are bombarded with negative messages from the media, from those around us, and, most damaging of all, from ourselves. The first step in the process of replacing the negative with the positive in your life is deciding to start looking for negative messages and ways to replace them with positive ones. Decide that you will focus on the positive in this world. Start drastically reducing the amount of news you receive. Most people start the day with the news. And of course, most of the news is bad news, fire, flood, etc. Then comes the traffic and the weather, which also accentuate the negatives. So when you finish your coffee, you will have had enough bad news for a week. Does all this bad news make you want to open the door and greet the new days, or vice versa? And how do we end the day? Many of us watch the news before going to bed and receive a large dose of negative information just before we try to fall asleep. Is it any wonder so many people have trouble sleeping? The mood we are in before going to sleep lasts until the next morning, so you are preparing to start the next day in a bad mood. Chances are, you don't need all of this negative information you're hearing about, and you'll do just fine without it. Replace the information you learn with things like motivational tapes, catchy music, and sites like happynews.com that focus on the good news. Reading stimulating books also helps a lot. Books can be a great way to recharge your life. Search for success stories, bios of successful people, and more, and see what works for you. You will start to feel better right away. The next step is to limit the amount of television you watch. A recent study showed that 78% of people who watch television are not interested in the program they are watching at any given time. Therefore, watching television is likely to annoy you at best and keep you away from activities that would be more fun. Prime time is the time when most people watch television. You can make it your prime time by turning off the television and using that time to get on with your life. Next, you need to limit your exposure to negative people. Most people don't realize how exhausting it is to be around negative people, but they drain their energy and mind in several ways. Negative people make you depressed, so do your best to cut them out of your life whenever possible. Never get involved in the office pity party or complaint sessions that come your way. Find people who are supportive and feel good about you, and use them to replace the negative people in your life. The most damaging source of negativity is ourselves. Most of us generate a great deal of negative self-talk that our mind accepts as the truth, and that slows us down in various ways. We focus on our flaws and problems and spend our time predicting more bad news for ourselves, generating a lot of fear and worry while reducing our ability to try new things. Start focusing on the positive aspects of yourself. What are your unique strengths? What have you accomplished? How are you different and better than others? Use visualization and affirmations to create images of yourself doing the things you want and use them to replace negative images. Give yourself lots of credit for everything you do so that you get even more positive news about yourself. Also, set aside 3 minutes each day to think about all the good things you have in your life right now. The process of thinking about the right things. I hope you get the idea of how to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. So, if you like the podcast, then hit the like button. If you have any questions, then comment to us below. And if you are new to my channel, then subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button beside it. So, thanks to listen to me. Have a nice day.